Okay. Working. I think we're up. I think we're live
Oh.
for another community gathering.
Give it a second. I haven't gotten the video yet on my. I don't see it yet on the YouTube channel.
Oh, you will.
Let's refresh. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Yeah, welcome to another community gathering. Today, I don't think we have too much. I don't think many people did the weekly showcase thing, so that's okay. But I think we'll just have a little podcast session, I guess, since that's exactly what we do.
What if I told you that I did?
You did.
I did.
You got like something drawn up.
Thing.
That's better than no thing.
That's very true.
All right. Well,
I'm getting recommended Catholic Mass today, daily TV Mass Thursday, June 23rd. That's yesterday.
like
Hold on.
like a religious mass.
Yes.
Oh,
Shit,
Okay.
dude. He kind of got the drip though.
okay. Are
Look at
you
how
gonna
blatantly
go?
This guy is reading the fucking script though. Look at this shit. Pull this up on stream. Put this on stream over the intro
Okay.
screen.
Okay. I can't do the. I don't have XSplit, so I can't do the thing where you just drag it in. That's one of the reasons why I want to get XSplit, is for this exact reason.
So you can just pull up pictures like that.
Yeah, it's so much better. But no, I gotta go through fucking Firefox, and I gotta
Save image as.
I gotta save image as, and now there he is. There he is. He looks like Walter White.
He looks like the real Walter White. You know what I mean? Like if Breaking Bad was a documentary, this is what Walter White would actually look like.
Wow, that is like shockingly accurate. Yeah, I could totally see that. We're gonna keep that guy in the corner just for a second. I guess we could start with what you drew this week.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to show.
Well, that's sad.
Oh, my chat finally works. Y'all got mad at me crashing your last community gathering. You left staff voice. Oh, that's because we're in stream chat right now. But yes, we were very mad at you for ruining that. You fucked it all up.
We don't talk about the 19th. 19 is a cursed number.
It's just, yeah, you know what? Let's just not talk about it.
Not talking about what?
Well, I don't know, but I know what we should talk about. And
What
let's
should
talk
we
about
talk
your
about?
art.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk-
my art. Hey,
let's see
guys.
it. Let me get my stuff set up again. Had a little bit of a hiccup before the stream. You ever get hiccups? It's crazy stuff.
I haven't gotten a case of the hiccups lately at all.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
What's up with you? What's up with you?
It's been a long time. Let's see.
Oh wow, the transition worked as it should.
Possible.
It usually just snaps.
I see you have your webcam up in the corner. Oh, no, it changed. Fuck.
My
Anyway.
webcam?
It was just
Oh,
a picture of the priest.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry.
So yeah.
Let's see what you got, man. Oh hell yeah! Look at that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's so good.
It's the first time I've done anything
She's
with pencils and pens.
wearing some interesting clothing.
See, the idea is I ate strawberry ice cream once like 3 days ago. And I was like, fuck, I gotta draw this. It's such a potent vibe, dude. Strawberry ice cream is like, it's fucking great.
That's where you and I differ in our opinions.
You know, I'm sad that you can't enjoy it.
It's kind of like the least valuable of my favorite ice creams. I don't dislike it, but it's my least liked ice
I
cream.
see you.
And
I
in the
see
world of ice cream, in that realm, the distribution of like what I like versus what I don't like, strawberry is like at the very end of that, and there are very few that I don't like. So the amount that I don't like it is just like, it's so much higher. I just don't like
you
it.
said that in a really weird way, but I totally understand what you mean.
That's called explaining things with vision and purpose. Okay? I know you don't hear that very often, but I'm an ideas guy. When we have to explain what we think,
mostly.
we got to put it in visualization, okay?
Hear it. Corporate. Enterprises.
What do we do?
We believe in high impact, synergistic dynamicism. What does that
true.
mean?
Conglomerate, economical, facilitation.
Clad. Sorry, Cled. Sorry,
Clud.
Kef.
Clump. We believe in clump. Here at Industry Incorporated, we believe in clump.
What is clump?
Consumer, linguistic, utilitarian, practical.
What about the M?
It's silent. It's silent. No, it stands for monochromatic.
There you go. There we go. Based. Honestly based. I would work at industries.
Okay, well, if you want to stop bullshitting for a second in our lives,
Fuck.
have you seen anything cool
I like Cope.
recently? Any cool games?
Any cool games?
Yeah.
This seems like a lead-in to something I should know.
No, I literally am just asking you. Like, have you seen any cool shit that you want to talk about, or? Because E3 happened recently.
Wait, did?
I know. Yes, it did.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. It did.
What the fuck? What?
I think they canceled it last year. They didn't do an E3, but this year they did. So I was a little bit shocked, and apparently, it was filled to the brim with weird sponsorships. They really hammed it up this year. I'm assuming because they missed last year.
I had no idea.
There's a lot of
Explains why there was. Oh shit! That's why Capcom made a bunch of announcements about Monster Hunter. Okay.
Is there a new one coming out?
There's a new one already out, but they're making the DLC for it. See, the way Monster Hunter works, back in the day, you'd have the game, like let's say Monster Hunter 3 or Monster Hunter Tri as it's called.
Right.
And then about like a year later, okay, Monster Hunter 3 would contain low rank and high rank, which is like low rank you go through, you fight a bunch of monsters. High rank you go through, you fight some of the same monsters and a bunch of new ones, and they're all way harder.
Mm-hmm.
More
Okay.
health, new moves, shit like that.
New Game Plus almost.
Sort of, more or less. That's a good way of putting it. You can still go back and fight low rank monsters, but they're weaker, and you don't have this. There's some that are exclusive to high rank. Da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come out with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, like a year later or so, which adds G rank, which is another step of escalation.
Oh.
And it's released as a wholly separate game. And it comes with a bunch of other stuff like quality of life changes, da da da.
Right.
It's like, back in the days with Pokemon when you'd have like Ruby and Sapphire and then Emerald would come out.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
You get
Gotcha.
an extra rank and a whole bunch of shit. In Monster Hunter World, they decided to do this again, but this time rather than making you buy a whole new fucking game and do your save again, start from zero, they just made it a DLC. It was Iceborne, and apparently it was pretty good. And the new one, Monster Hunter Rise, which is on PC, they're making another DLC, and they've announced a shit ton of stuff for it, including, this means nothing to you, but there's a monster from the like now dead MMO coming to the main series.
EverQuest. It's a monster from EverQuest.
Nope, EverQuest is still alive.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a little bit alive. It's got its own online cult following that that just happens. Like whenever things fall out of like the general like game cycle of consumerism, you go back to it like 10 years later and there's a bunch of Russians playing it or some shit. Like that's, I think, is essentially what happened to EverQuest.
Like, this is the best game I have ever played.
Yeah.
Well, it's
speaking of games that are coming to PC, I think a lot more are doing that. I think they announced some this E3. I don't remember which ones. I just remember there was a lot of games that were coming to PC, which I'm happy about. I'm really happy about.
yeah.
I think it was Bloodborne. I think Bloodborne was gonna do it.
Are you 100% certain on that?
I have to look it up real quick.
Please cite me a source. Because that's the kind of thing you can't just say.
Yep. Wait. Oh, answer. No, officially no. I'm misremembering. I don't know which company was saying that a bunch of their games are coming to PC, but I know it was a lot of good ones.
Probably Xbox. Because Xbox
Maybe.
Game Pass, I think Windows something.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I remember hearing from a coworker that Personas 3, 4, and 5 are going to be coming to PC through Xbox Game Pass.
What is Persona? What is that?
Was this real?
I've seen like screenshots of gameplay and it looks really cool, but I just never looked into it. Oh, would you?
It was a pretty neat JRPG with a focus on like juggling your normal life as a student with
So it's
fighting
anime.
monsters at night. It's very anime.
Okay.
But it's like I played a bit of Persona 3 and it was pretty fucking fun. There's like a monster collection aspect to it where you get various monsters to like enhance your abilities. And actually decide what spells you can cast and stuff like that. And then you have the social link aspect where you unlock new kinds of monsters and different upgrades and shit by interacting with people in the real world. Like
So it's a survival dating game.
It's not really. You don't date. A lot of them are just like hanging out with buddies. Like the one path that I went all the way down was one where you're hanging out with this one like fucking horn dog kid who really wants to bang a teacher.
Whoa.
Eventually he gets fucking expelled.
Really?
Yeah. There's another one where like one of your party members gives you a game. He's like, yeah, check out this MMO, it's great. You boot it up, and you meet someone on there, and you can just do a full social link with them. It's just you playing an MMO with this fucking internet stranger. There's one that's like a nice old couple who run a little convenience store, or like a thrift store, that's it. And their son died in a fucking car crash.
Huh. You know, I noticed these are all really interesting characters, but it tells me nothing about what this game is.
The game itself is just a JRPG.
Oh, is that it? Like, what's the story? But like, why are you having to?
The story of Persona 3, at least, is every night there's a like 13th hour where everyone goes into like coffin cocoon things, and the world's dominated by monsters, right?
Okay.
During this time, your high school turns into a huge fucking castle filled with monsters. And you're just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on and why this keeps happening. And also keep the monsters from killing people.
That's kind of cool. If there's one thing that always caught my eye about the game, whenever I saw it, it would be the art style. I really appreciate whenever games go for that. Really, they go for something. You know, they don't drag in Unity or like Unreal assets and then like just build a story around that. They like incorporate the art style. I mean, it's just cool.
Lax on that, but 4 and 5 definitely go very hard. 5 especially.
Yeah.
5 is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Dies in car crash. Can you respond to the allegations that you left someone dying in a car crash?
I am Germa, you know this.
Is that you're in court right now? Is that all you have to say to the?
Yes.
To the. Are you kidding me? This family is crying.
Good for them.
And all you have to say is that I'm Jerema.
I'm Jerema. Dude, it's literally a medical condition. I laugh at car crashes. I laughed when your son was burning, ma'am.
It's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. I'm not you, the disease that you have. I'm very sorry that you have it. What's it like living with yourself with that disease?
So I put my shoe on one leg at a time, just like anyone else.
You know, that same, I don't know why, but that same phrase, I remember something that having to do with George Bush, and it was when I was 8, and I was like, because I was watching TV, and they were talking, it was probably like MSNBC or like some media thing, they were like doing like they were talking about George Bush and like what he's doing and stuff, and I was like, oh man, he seems like a really bad guy. I was 8. My dad was just like, he's like a little bit about my dad. He's like a staunch Democrat, but he was just like, oh, you know, just puts on his pants one leg at a time. And I just thought about that statement for a long time when I was a kid. And I always just thought, like, is there anyone who doesn't do that? And I didn't get it. Like, I was like, what does that mean? So I started thinking, like, should I put my pants on 2 legs at a time? And I tried it and I ate shit. And that stuck with me. I don't it was just a funny, so like there are so many like those little statements that when I was a kid I just didn't immediately get. But that one in particular, when you said it, I was just like, it just reminded me of the time I was bewildered and I put on my pants too quickly.
The one time you got fucking fact bombed by your dad so hard you ate shit.
Yeah. Man.
It is true though.
Yeah, people do. I learned, this is my life lesson, okay? If I'm dying tomorrow, I can leave this earth confident that I've learned a lesson. My life's lesson is that the meaning of the saying, people just put their pants on one leg at a time, it means that they're human. They're just humans.
Just a couple of humans.
Just other humans. I don't know why. It just reminded me. It was just funny.
I mean, it is the phrase. That is a good story. Thank you for sharing.
I just felt like bringing it up because I've been meaning to get it off my chest. Like, I have a lot of other things to get off my chest. You know what I mean? Like, you ever just have something you want to get off your chest? Like something that's really burning inside of you want to say right now?
I almost said something like actually personal. I almost said something that would get me fucking canceled.
You can't be canceled. We can't be canceled. We're uncancelable in a much more depressing way.
It's not like we have too many TikTok followers to ever be stopped. It's more like we don't have enough.
I don't like that. I don't like TikTok. God.
Dude.
TikTok's, I don't know why. I'm just like, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad just thinking about it.
Put this on stream. Put that fucking picture on stream.
What picture?
The scummiest face of all time. I ripped this directly from my video jam.
Oh, because you're playing Binding of Isaac as we speak. Of course you are.
Well, listen, it's either this or I sit here and browse Reddit.
And talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't just talk. I need to, like, do something while talking. And I usually end up browsing Reddit and reading, and that ends with me paying zero attention to what you're saying. So it's either this
doesn't matter.
Or the fucking highway.
It doesn't matter, because what we're talking about ultimately doesn't make sense.
It's true. I wonder
we
why.
just spew words. We talk past each other.
It's true. I haven't acknowledged a thing you've said in my life. Remember that time I did?
I actually can't. No.
I don't know how to continue this bit. I concede. Well fought.
I have nothing else to say to you, honestly. Quite honestly, I have nothing else to say to you. Do you have any
Michael to say.
I came into this thinking I had like talking points about some stuff. Like I was like thinking like, man, yeah, I could talk about that and stuff, but then I've completely forgotten them. And now I'm just left to the wolves. Because I was going to talk about E3, but then I realized, like, I just didn't watch it.
I've got some news. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news. Some stuff's been going down today.
You want to talk about the news?
Let's talk about the news. Sorry to get a little political. I know people probably like in the future this is gonna age.
It's okay, man.
Poorly, but yeah.
Just get it off your chest.
Yeah. I'm reading here. Apparently, an ancient pregnant tortoise surprised some Pompeii diggers. They found a pregnant tortoise in Pompeii, which means that poor fucker got annihilated by the volcano along with its baby egg.
It's actually really sad.
Including a pregnant tortoise with her egg. Oh, they only had the one. That's so sad.
That's what.
Aww.
I would rather you talk about something political.
It's I thought it would be funny.
That's actually depressing.
Oh, it was looking for somewhere to lay the egg, and then it got fucking destroyed by a pyroclastic flow.
Poor dog, am I right?
Haha, Elden Ring. How are you liking Elden Ring?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. I don't like it.
What?
I'm kidding. It's a good game. I find it to be, man, I haven't played too much. I haven't played enough to really like give a full thought about it, but it doesn't really immediately strike me with anything too intense, like emotionally. It's just kind of like if they made Dark Souls 3 open world. And it might just be the fact that I'm not putting enough effort into it, like enough of my own energy into like trying to understand the game. But it's just it doesn't really hit it too hard for me. But it's not bad by any means.
You're playing.
I'm willing to play it.
This is a game.
It's good, but it's not like a masterpiece to me.
Fair enough.
Yet I haven't played too far into it. I might change my opinion.
I'd say if you want to get invested, just start reading all the tooltips, all the item descriptions and shit.
See, that doesn't work for me, you know, because you and I enjoy games differently. Because I don't.
That's true.
I enjoy arcadey stuff. I don't care much for story. I never did for video games, unless it's like I'm part of the story and I'm discovering it on my own. That's kind of like why I liked Noita, is I had to.
Dude, that is exactly what Elden Ring is.
No, Elden Ring is just intentionally, like all the From Software games are intentionally confusing. It's not even fun to try and pick apart what the story is, because they talk in fucking weird ways, and it's like, the story's intensely mysterious and you should figure it out. Not like it's gonna be, well, let me finish my point, because I want to say this. It's like full of itself on how mysterious the story is most of the time. That's how From Software games always comes across to me. And it's kind of annoying, because what if I just, you know, if you wanted to do that, you could just not say anything. Not have the bullshit fucking cutscenes and say this weird shit, you know, just put us in the world and just, you know what, let us do our thing. Don't say anything then. So that's my problem with it.
Can I share something?
Go ahead.
All of the like spelling out and like very clear-cut definitions of what is what and da-da-da-da-da, all of that's in item descriptions.
No, it's in cutscenes in Dark Souls games. That's what I'm talking about. That's the attitude that From Software has in their games.
I mean the antithesis of what you're talking about, where it actually explains what things are.
That's good. That's good. But
that's what I'm saying is that's in the item descriptions if you read them.
The problem, like why I don't want to look into that is because it kind of begs me to do it, because it baits me with this bullshit cutscene of like this crazy shit that's happening, and I'm like, all right, I'm playing this fucking game, and then it's like the god emperor has fallen from his grace, and now the 13 kings are left. I'm like, why should I give a shit about this?
You are impassioned.
I am, because I just don't value that kind of storytelling where it's like, we're gonna be mysterious, okay, but we're gonna make you look into it. We're not gonna be completely in volition about how mysterious it is by playing the part. We're just gonna we're gonna try to make you invested in it. That's what I don't value. I don't like that. I think it's intensely more. I think it's intensely more effective if you were to let the player just do their thing.
My centrist impulses are kicking in, and I'll just say we agree to disagree and we move on before I start.
That's not fun though. That's not fun
I
though.
don't like arguing. Arguing is not fun. I disagree with.
I'll just say I'm right and you are misguided. I'll say I'm right and you're misguided because you just
I'll
don't
say
fully.
I'm right and
I don't think you fully comprehend just how right I am.
We're moving on.
Are you sure? Because you really like Elden Ring.
I don't.
You played through it 2 times. It's a very difficult game. The amount of hours you put
Probably
into
not
it
gonna play
require
it
you to
again.
like it.
I've had my fun with it.
So so okay, all right, fair enough. What was your favorite thing about it?
Favorite thing about it was probably the. I can tell you one of my favorite things about it.
Go ahead.
Strength build. Smiley
I hate that.
face.
It's boring.
How
Why would
dare
you- Why wouldn't you do intelligence build or something
I did
more
an
more?
intelligence build.
Well, that's because you found out that strength was shit, and you were like, "Oh, I'm bored.
Dude,
now I'm gonna go build my character a different way because that's intensely more entertaining and fun." Strength build is like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my points into strength and hit shit." No, intelligence is like, "I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna like get spells and like have a unique build." Strength is just you find a weapon and you hit shit. That's why you did your intelligence build, is it not? I think you know what? I think I've come out as a victor here. What do you say to that?
I really think Florida man trespassed from Walmart, arrested after.
Oh, you're
behind
so
bag with sawdust.
boring. You're so boring to talk to because you just argue. You like this game? Defend it. Why? I'm picking apart your favorite game. This is your favorite game.
Are you done?
I think I'm done because I won. I won this argument. Elden Ring is pretentious.
This man just say hold better than fucking turtle. I'm canceling him.
Okay. All right. Well,
Beat him up! Beat him up!
but if there's, speaking of that, is there anything wrong with like how Noida does its storytelling?
Honestly, honest to God,
Because it kind
I
of
would
is
say
just what it
Noida
is.
I guess the difference between Noida and Dark Souls / Elden Ring is Dark Souls / Elden Ring is like, hey, here's a whole bunch of information. Do you want to know more? Yeah, I want to know more. What does any of this mean? Go find out, loser.
Yeah, but
And
you're-
Noida just doesn't say anything to you.
No,
And then you
it's
crack
sort of
the
it's
code and
more
you're like,
it's
"Ooh."
more or less the same in the sense that it's like fuck off because it's so difficult. And that thing is not mutually exclusive to either game. Both games have that.
I think Noida's difficulty is like way more severe than Dark Souls. Like way
I don't think
more.
so. I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
No,
I think because Dark Souls, that's why it's a meme that Dark Souls is like a difficult game. I think
Dark Souls
in
is
that
hard,
same
but Noida is instant death around every corner, and if you die, you start from the fucking beginning. Dark Souls, you have
it's a different kind of difficulty. It's a different kind of difficulty.
It's a very different kind of difficulty.
Yeah.
Dark Souls is 1,000 attempts for the perfect run on a difficult boss. Noida is
1,000 runs for a perfect run on a difficult boss.
Whoops.
I see what you mean though. It's a little bit more Dark Souls is a little bit more forgiving because you have checkpoints. But Noida,
Noida just kicks you
I'm trying to
cock and tells
I'm trying to figure out why I find Dark Souls more difficult than Noida, and I have to think about that a little bit more.
I think it's probably because this sounds bad, but Dark Souls is like designed to be a very compelling, difficult like humps of difficulty that once you're past them, that's it. Noida is just roughly.
Noida relies on your.
extreme difficulty all the way through.
I think it's because Dark Souls is the same difficulty all the way through because it could be argued that all you have to do is dodge and hit, right? But in Noida, the difficulty has like a different graph because as your knowledge expands, the difficulty drastically lowers. That's my opinion, at least. In Dark Souls, it's just every day you're hitting your head against the wall, and it's really reliant on your dexterity.
I see what we're saying. In Noita, like there's the knowledge versus, like, okay, the difficulty graph as affected by knowledge. In Noita, it just slowly curves downwards with a few spikes back up when you find new shit.
Yes.
In Dark Souls, it spikes up at every boss.
Um,
because you have to learn their moves and stuff. Doesn't spike as high as Noita, perhaps, but it does spike up with each boss that you fight.
Cumulatively, I don't know why I can't say that. Cumulatively, it's more difficult than Noita in that sense.
Yeah,
because it's the same thing all the time. But with Noita, it's like that's kind of why that goes back to my point on storytelling, because it incorporates your knowledge into the storytelling, and that's what's immediately compelling. But you know, Dark Souls doesn't really do that. It's a different kind of thing. I personally don't value it, so it's objectively true.
That's true.
But the thing, I guess, I'm still trying to think about what I don't like about Noita. You
said Noita, not Dark Souls.
No. I'm trying to think about what I don't like about Noita.
Oh, I see.
I'm still trying to think about something. I don't know. I don't have any immediate, like, dislike towards the game. I can't pull anything.
I think both of us hit a point in our respective fields with either game where we just looked at it and we're like, oh, fuck off.
Well, I'm trying to go over to your side a little bit here, because it's kind of unfair for me to like bring up Noita, right? A game that I like completely, and not also kind of apply the same standard to it. So if we were to apply the same standard, like what's bad in the storytelling of Noita? I just can't think of anything though, and that's my problem right now.
I think it's the fact that it's not like,
I guess there's nothing wrong with it. It's
just like, hey, wait a second, maybe I could translate this. It's like a big Easter egg hunt more than a proper story.
Yeah, and those are intensely fun.
Yeah,
those encapsulate your imagination. They make you engaged with the world, and I don't know if it's anything wrong with the game at that point, but something but just a difference with the player. And I guess that same standard, hey, here we go, could be applied to Dark Souls in its storytelling. Okay, this is where I'm wrong a little bit, in that I'm not willing to give my energy up because I don't find the way that it begs me for knowledge to be as compelling. I just don't. It's a different kind of thing, and that's the boring take. My objective take is that it's just lazy.
I would say Noita is the lazy one. Oh, I made a cipher for the language. You have to decipher it, but you don't have all the letters. Oh, what could this say? It says piss.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You should say no and keep going, because you have a good point there.
Let's see.
There's something there to that. It's
Noita
true.
Players, when they spend 8,000 hours deciphering the glyphs that say "ooga booga hooga booga."
Yeah, that's.
And it's the video of the guy pogging and pointing. It's a nostalgia critic. There's Noita Players trying to decipher the.
What is this game? It's so bad. That's my nostalgia critic.
Yeah,
that's my nostalgia critic.
You got it.
But yeah, you're right. You're right about that. It's extremely. It is also pretentious in its own way about storytelling.
So fucking esoteric, and the game is so hard.
Esoteric and hard, same thing as Dark Souls. So exactly. I think it's just.
It's just a different
the way that you get there.
Which one?
Hold on. Those are the results, right? But how you get there is important, and that's where I don't value Dark Souls as much.
It is true. Dark Souls is just you sit down and read. Noita, it's you think.
It's more
ponder. You decipher.
Yeah, and it weaves its way.
A lot of connections.
And it weaves its way into the story. Not so much in Dark Souls, I don't think. But what is... You said something about Noida being lazy. And it could be argued that they just sort of place things around the map for you to find, you know?
Mm-hmm.
In that sense, it could be lazy, yeah. But in that, they kind of build... They build...
That was me just saying shit for the bit, I'll be honest.
Oh.
They do a pretty good job of they put things in places where you're like, excuse me?
Isn't that kind of like, yeah, from a developmental side, like the game, you have like a huge canvas of like a space of pixels to work with, and you can put rooms, like tiles, places. That's where you put it in that blank space underground. You could put it fucking right next to the main cave system, or you could put it in a random spot that very few people are going to find on their own. And it doesn't really require you to think too hard on it unless you're going to like incorporate it into the... Well, no, you know what? I don't have a point. Do you have a point?
My point is, Noida does a pretty good job at doing what it's set out to do, which is make you feel like a rookie alchemist trying to figure out what the fuck is happening.
Makes you feel like Mina. Really makes you feel like Mina. What does Dark Souls make you feel like?
Dark Souls make you
fucking
feel
shit.
like a schlub, just some random ass dude who's decided I'm going to kill God.
Makes you feel like shit every time you play it until you beat the boss, and then there's like a brief moment of heroin, and then you got to go get more.
I'll be honest, dude. Like, I didn't cruise through Elden Ring. I kind of got my ass clapped by a few things, but I forget what they were. But
Trauma does that.
Elden Ring wasn't ass-crunchingly difficult. I enjoyed it. Even Melania I didn't have much trouble with.
Damn, because I hear that's like the most difficult one out of all the games.
Really hard. She's also very easy to stagger, and I just beat her to death. I did use a really good summon to help out. So I cheated! Okay. Someone's cheating!
You just had like a episode. Are you doing okay?
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just because I'm a pussy and I don't like difficulty.
That's not true. You played through Elden Ring twice. Are you saying it's not difficult? You just said it wasn't too difficult, but I bet some people would be like, "Oh, you just fuck you. It is difficult. You're just better than me." That's what they'd say. You just fuck you. You're just better than me.
Oh, this fucking asshole. He's just
don't speak for me. I'm not good as you.
Better than me? You think you're better than me? The fuck, dude?
I mean, yeah, you would be objectively true, but you don't gotta say it. You gotta say shit that's gonna provoke me in a manner that I feel like I have to respond to you.
Dude, like, it's fucked up that you say that. Like, that's fucked up. Like,
it's fucked up that you bait my inner my fucking childish mindset like that.
I'm insecure about subjects like that, okay? You fucking asshole. Alright, it's like deep-seated ass wipe.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there, man.
Like, seriously, don't go there.
It's just like Elden Ring because it's just not too difficult. Don't go there, man. I went through a lot.
I'm trying to remember. There was some part that... Oh, right. The fucking frenzied gladiator in Jail Cave. That was the one thing that, like, fucked me.
I'll keep an eye out for that one.
It's in
keep an eye out for that. Caelid.
You've heard a lot about Caelid. You haven't been there yet, probably.
I have actually been there. I've also been to the fucking... I got teleported to the end, like the very like the big castle area. I got teleported there.
The game does just kind of throw you into Leyendell at one point, like as a joke.
Up against a giant. And I'm like, okay, cool. And there's a lift behind me, and I couldn't activate that lever to get the elevator to come up.
Yeah, you can hit that way later when you actually like go there. I think it's super cheap though, because the one thing Elden Ring does a fucking great job of, outside of spoiling you on fucking Leyendell, is the world opening up as you play. Because like
that's true.
I didn't know that fucking Liurnia existed. I didn't know you could pass the castle before killing the boss there.
Yep.
So I only went there after I killed him, and that was a few hours in, like a hot minute in. And I went there, I was like, oh my god, holy shit, there's a whole another third of the map. And then it keeps going, and I'm like, whoa!
Now, yeah, I kind of got that spoiled for me. I wasn't able to fully like enjoy that, but I did sort of appreciate how they kind of baited you with like the black outline around the map, and they had stuff you haven't found covered by like white fog or whatever. But then it just does like the complete bait and switch, and it's like, oh yeah, we're just bullshitting you. Here's more white fog. It's like, oh, okay.
Like, the fact that the map zooms out as you find more stuff. So you think you've seen the whole map when you just have Limgrave and Caelid, and you're like, wow, this is a pretty big map. There's a lot of stuff here. And then you hear you can go to the Erd Tree, and you're like, huh?
You look in the distance, and it's as distant as these fucking mountains we have on screen right now, and it's like, oh, you can just see that mountain? You can go there.
You can literally see that mountain. You can go there. You can see like one of the fucking final areas of the game from Caelid.
By the way, these are the salt flats, and this was on a road trip, and we saw a lithium battery fire happen out there because people were, as you can see, driving their cars out there, and one of them fucking exploded as we were driving by. One of the highlights of that road trip. It was very funny. Not for them, but it involved a car and some kind of crash. So funny.
A car and mechanical failure. So very humorous.
But yeah, there was like smoke and like 30 cars out there, and people just standing around it and like with their arms crossed, like all like looking down and shit. And there was like 3 cop cars out there. It's just we were just driving by and just looking at it.
Renaissance painting.
Must have been fun though. Right, yeah. Dark Souls, bad game. Noita, good game. Elden Ring.
Alright.
I don't know yet.
I hope you can get into it. At the end of the day, I hope you can at least just enjoy the gameplay.
I like it. I actually like it a lot, but I'm not into it, like you say. I'm not ingrained into it. There is a difference. You can like a game and then be inside of a game. And those are 2 wildly different things. And I think everybody who's played a lot of video games kind of knows what that feeling is like.
Yeah, when a game just fucking consumes you and you're like, well,
now I'm here.
Thing I love now.
Yeah.
What games have done that to you? Noita?
I was gonna bring up Factorio. That was one of the like surprising ones. Because I on the surface level, I never really liked those kinds of games, except for like a couple like manufacturing games. I played Satisfactory, but like once I played Factorio, I got like tunnel vision. I got into that game so hard, and I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned in like how they structure their game, because I'm not the kind of person like intensely enjoy those games, but I found it so rewarding. It's like almost like they meant it to happen. It's almost like they designed the game to whittle my life force away.
Yeah.
And I like that, because that's a good thing, because I've heard this been brought up like by multiple fucking game developers and shit, and even streamers will say it, but like a good game should make you want to waste your time. That's like the point of a game. But how many games truly do that, and how many games do we play that are just, and we're just like, just fucking play this, I guess.
Let me go through the list. Yeah.
Yeah. While you're looking up, I just want to say that the only times that I've been like, oh my god, video games in my entire life were like when I found out that GameCube existed, and when I found out VR existed, and I played Robo Recall in high school, and I fucking had the same long lost giddiness I had when I was a kid playing GameCube, and I was like, oh my god, I get to play Robo Recall again. You know that's a rare feeling, and you know what that is, right? Like, oh my god, just like so excited that it exists in the first place.
I'll be honest. I'll keep it real with you, Chief.
Yeah.
I did have that with Elden Ring.
Really?
Like, whoa!
Really?
What?
I'm happy for you because that's a really nice feeling. That's like drugs. That's like drugs.
That is like drugs.
It's like pharmaceutical drugs, like when you take
like
some sort of
aspirin.
Right, aspirin. That's yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, man, yeah, it was only VR that I have that I've had that feeling. How about you? Other than Elden Ring. Should look through your list.
I'm not sure. I think I might have had that for. I can't remember all the games I've played, man. But it's true. It's been a while. If games made me go like, "Whoa!"
If it made you feel that way, you'd remember it. So I kind of know that it's been like Elden Ring. And what about from your childhood? Did you play anything like? Did you ever have that when you were a kid?
I'm really not sure. I can't remember many of the games I played. I remember some games that I really liked, but
you didn't have that like giddiness to play it again.
I'm drawing blanks, man.
Dang. Yeah, no, it was Madagascar on the GameCube for me. The Madagascar game. The fucking like shovelware game that my neighbors had in New Hampshire. They let me play on their GameCube. I was like fucking 4 or something, and I was just like, oh my god, look at the giraffe. He's got the fucking clock on his head, running around like an idiot. Yeah, and I was so fucking happy. I remember that. Oh,
I've had quite a
bad game.
I've had quite a few games where like I've been pretty much like I'd play the shit out of it, and then I'd go to school or I'd go to work, and literally all I'd be able to think is I just want to go home and play blank. Terraria, that's a classic. That game has captivated my heart and soul.
Yeah, that's a really good one. It's kind of impressive how successful it is. I'll be honest. It's so successful that they've said they've released like I think 5 last updates to the game.
Yeah, literally everything past 1.1, 1.1 onwards is supposed to be the final update for Terraria. All of them.
Because they came out with 3.0, right? And that was supposed to be it.
There was Terraria 1.0. Then there was 1.1, which added hard mode. It's like, oh shit, nice. It's a lot of content. Then there was 1.2, which added stuff that expanded on hard mode. Whoa, awesome. Then there was 1.3, which added the fucking Moon Lord shit. And then there was Journey's End, not 1.4. Journey's End, because they were like, we're done. We're not going to make another update. And now they're working on another update.
Yeah. That's a good game, though. I'm glad they are. It's obvious that it's just like, it's one of those passion projects that they didn't really expect to go anywhere at first, but it just like sucked them in and was so popular. And I bet it's a lot of fun to make stuff for too, because it seems kind of like easy to like make a sprite and then put it in the game. So it'd be like,
oh yeah.
I mean, Calamity exists, and that was made by how many people? Like I think 2 or something, right?
Yeah, pretty small team.
That's like a huge mod.
Whoa.
That's a huge mod.
Honestly, Terraria Calamity also deserves a little bit of a mention for that feeling of I just want to go home and play blank.
Yeah, well, that actually happened, both of us, because we actually played that a while ago.
It was so good.
Yeah, I'll never forget our fucking. I'll never forget. I think the same thing happened to us, where the clam boss, like one of us was at home and the other one died fighting the clam, and it came to our home and killed everybody.
Killed everybody and then refused to despawn. So it just kept killing us.
Never mind. I guess it's not so easy to add stuff in the game.
It was fucking incredible. And then, of course, just leaving the Tavern Keep on the ground for the entire game.
Oh, yep. That's right. I remember we had our little cave of like 5 NPCs that we just never used. Oh man.
We built a pit for them. I actually booted that world back up and just kind of looked at the base, and fuck me, it was a disaster.
Oh yeah, our chest. I remember it's always bad. Like our chest, our organizations.
Were so well organized.
Really?
Just like stuff was where it was supposed to be. It's just that where everything was in the correct chest. The chests were just not ordered very well.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm capping. It was really nice.
Oh. Was our base just ugly?
Our base was just kind of a lot of shit.
I don't remember what it was.
It was
Whenever I build a base in Terraria, it usually like starts off with my home. I'll have a log cabin that I sip cocoa in, and I look out my window and I see Eyes of Cthulhu, and I'm like, ah, yes, Sunday. But then as my time progresses in the game, I'll add like maybe a garage or something where I'll keep tools in, and then later I add an attic, and then I add another attic, and then I add 5 other attics, and then another separate building, and then I join the 2 buildings together, and I make a camp for my NPCs to stay in. I kick them out of my house. I just keep expanding the house, and that's just this big dome. It's the big dome of my house. And that's how it goes.
There are 2 Terraria architecture styles. There's the nice village, which I'm partial to, where you make a bunch of little houses for everyone, nice and individual, spread out. Or there's the complex.
Yeah, the complex, the factory. Yeah.
Everyone lives in a cube.
And they don't mind it, really.
Nope. Not until 1.4.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they actually fixed that. Well, not fixed. They kind of broke it. Now NPCs.
I'll be honest, I didn't really care for 1.4. It was probably because I logged literally 1,500 hours in 1.3. But that might not have anything to do with my bias.
I don't remember. I don't think I played golf once.
We did. We literally did.
I don't remember it. It wasn't. I guess it just wasn't that great because I don't remember it. Oh wait, no. I do remember it because we built our own like course, and that was actually kind of fun.
That was very neat.
That was the most fun, is making the course. Actually playing it was just kind of like, yeah, that's golf.
Yep. This is golf. It's really hard. Not quite toy baseball level, but definitely difficult.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I think we can wrap up this session today. We hit our quota and went over some today.
Well, shit, we're gonna get paid extra, boys.
Oh.
That's an extra 35 cents on my paycheck. Don't tell the union. Or do tell. I don't know.
Should probably tell the union because we are part of the union.
No, we're not. Start playing Dixie, quick.
All right, bye guys. Have a good night.
Right, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to.
Thanks for watching. And if you like it, and if you